How can you see down the phone?
How does my dog smell?
And how do you play the nose flute?
How can you balance a grape on the end of your finger?
You can't do that because it will wobble and it will fall.
Can't do it.
Fred, you can't balance anything on the end of your finger,
Can't
mate.
do it, can't balance anything.
No.
One grape each.
Yeah.
I think a little 10p bet, don't
Definitely.
you? Off you go then. Try and balance a grape
All
on
right.
the end of your finger.
Okay, look,
Carol.
wobbles, falls off.
Pathetic.
Wobbles, falls off. Told
Look,
you.
no chance, Fred. It's inherently unstable.
Inherently unstable. Well, you should know, Toppy.
Hey!
Look at that.
Look.
It's
That's
just a matter
amazing.
of concentration and balance. And when you've got
Yeah.
it completely down to a fine art,
Yeah.
sometimes, indeed, you can even do it
Wow,
with
have you been
two.
training them?
Isn't that extraordinary? How is it done? You're demanding to know. The explanation is complex. You need a grape and a cocktail stick. And a lot of dexterity behind the finger. And that's how you balance a grape on the end of your finger. Carol.
Cheat. How can you see down the phone? Well, it's very simple if you have a video phone. And this is one, here it is, just a normal phone, a bit of gee-whizzery, a video screen and a video camera up here. And I'm on the phone to Gareth. Hello, Gareth.
Hello, Carol.
You can
nice.
see me?
Yeah, it's nice to hear from you. Nice to see you too.
Absolutely. Well, if it's so simple, why haven't we had video phones before? Well, the answer to the problem lies in the transmission of the picture down the phone line. Now, to transmit a picture down a phone line, first of all, it has to be converted into a digital form. But for you to see a normal TV picture like this one, it would have to send 10,000 times as much information as is currently possible to send down a phone line. So obviously all this has to be reduced. So how has it been done? Well, first of all, the size of the picture has been reduced because really you don't need to see what's going on behind you. You're only interested in the person you're talking to. And by doing that, this has disappeared. Next, you have to understand how a TV screen is made up. Now, you're seeing 25 frames of information flashing across your screen normally every second. That has now been reduced to 8 frames for the video phone. And that has reduced the graceful flow of movement, but not enough really to distort the picture too much. So, this has now disappeared. Next, when you're looking at a TV screen, it's made up of a continual scanning of lines across the screen. Now, for the video phone, half of those lines have been taken away, every other line, in fact. That means that you can't see as much detail of the person. You can't see their wrinkles or their grey hairs, which is probably just as well, but still you can see them and recognise them. And by doing that, this has gone. But still the engineers were left with 100 times more information than they were capable of sending down the phone line. So they thought, well, what happens when you're talking to a person on the phone? Normally, you simply have the phone to your ear, you move your mouth a little, or you might possibly move your arm, but normally you're fairly stationary. So they thought, all we will do is send the part of the picture that is moving at any one time. And now, that is how you can see down the phone. What do you think of it?
Well, I think it's very good. It's only got one drawback, and that is when you're talking to Toppy, you've got to look at him.
Thanks, Fred. Don't call us. How do you play the Himalayan nose flute? Well, the flute is one of the oldest of instruments, and the way to play it is to make a strange shape with your mouth and blow over this hole in a piece of wood like this. And that's how you get a note out. Now, you change the pitch of that note by changing the length of the chamber in which that note resonates, and you do that by opening and closing these holes. Something like that. Now, all flutes work on this principle. The hole that you blow across has an edge to it that's rather like the head of a chisel. As the airstream goes over the head of that chisel, that's what creates the note.
But what about the nose flute?
Yes.
The nose flute.
Yeah, you've been
nose.
using your
Well, I
mouth.
did try to buy a Himalayan nose flute for Hal, but unfortunately they'd had a bit of a rush on them in the shop. I couldn't get any, but I did manage to get one of these.
What is it?
That, believe it or not, is a nose
Yeah,
flute.
it's not.
It really is. I will show you how it's a nose flute. Look, look. If you look at it very, very carefully, you will see that it has an edge there. See that edge there? That's the same as the chisel head edge, right? And this piece fits over your nose, so it directs the air over that angled edge. This fits over your mouth, and your mouth becomes the resonating chamber. This is how you play it. Blow with your nose.
You're
Yeah,
blowing
no.
through your mouth.
No, I'm not blowing through
You
my mouth.
are.
No, if I was blowing through my mouth, you'd feel vibrations, wouldn't you? Yeah, on my neck.
on your
So
neck,
touch
yeah.
my neck, touch my neck, right?
No, dead as a dodo.
Really?
Now, the way that you change the note, right, is by making different shapes with your mouth, like this. And then you do that in position, you get... You may laugh. It's your turn to have a go. Carol, one for you.
Thank you.
Ed, one for you. And you'll also need a handkerchief.
A tuning instrument.
Yes, you have to tune up before you can play. Play it out. Right?
Yeah.
Now, Fred, you have a go at getting a note out. Come on.
Right.
Very good, Fred.
Right.
Carol? I think we should attempt a piece of music, especially written for the nose flute, and of course it is, appropriately, Colonel Bogey. So stand up, stand up. I'll start, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fred, we finished, Fred. Yeah, Fred. I think you've got the idea.
Sorry.
And that's how you play the nose flute.
Which leads me nicely to one of the great unsolved hows of all time. How does my dog smell?
I don't know. How does my dog smell?
Terrible.
Bum, bum! Bum, bum. This is Jasmine. She's going to help me with the next how, along with quite a few of her lady friends here. Here we are, girls. The fact of the matter is, of course, that dogs can smell something like 1,000,000 times better than we can. How come? Because they have far more detection cells. Come on, chaps.
How many do we have?
We've got comparatively few smell detection cells. In actual fact, we've only got 5 million smell detection cells, but a dog, he has 220 million. But not only that, the smell detection area in our noses is quite small, about 5 square centimetres, whereas the smell detection area in a dog's nose is actually quite huge. It's equivalent to the dog's entire body surface. But not only that, of course, when we've got a wet nose, it generally means we have a cold. But when a dog has a wet nose, it's jolly useful because it acts like glue. And it means he can pick up lots more smell molecules on his nose. And not only that, of course, a dog's nose is much lower to the ground, therefore he can pick up smells much more easily than we can. But the secret to the whole thing really is in the design of our different noses. For example, if you imagine this is our nose and along comes a smell molecule, we can sniff it in all right, but then we blow it out again, like that. However, when a dog sniffs a little smell molecule, it goes in all right and it stays in. And it goes into a little compartment actually built into the dog's nose. And what a dog does, you see, is as he takes in the molecules with all his millions of cells, he's able to gradually, slowly but surely, work out a picture in his own mind, in his own brain, of what it is that he is sniffing. In this case, a delicious bone. And more hows for the price of one. How do you keep your dog extremely happy? Take him out for a walk at around about tea time, because then the earth is giving off lots of lovely, delicious smells. So there you are. That's how your dog smells and how you can have smell-o-vision on the television. Well done, gal.
Now, how can your watch point you in the right direction?
No, Carol, compasses point you in the right direction. A watch tells you the time of day.
Precisely, Toppy.
Yes, it does tell you the time of day, but what else happens during any 24-hour period? The sun always rises in the
East.
passes through the
South.
and sets in the
West.
Absolutely, and it's by putting all of that information together that we can all resolve this how. All you need to do is stand outside, take your watch off, and Freddie, if you could be our pretend son.
I'd love to be your son, Carol.
This is what you do. Point the hour hand or the little hand on your watch towards the sun. Then imagine that the minute hand has just disappeared. Next, draw an imaginary line between the centre of your watch and the number 12. Then take a midway point between those two lines and draw another line. This time it will go through the numbers 2 and 3, and that in fact will always be south. And because you know where south is, you will also know where north is, where east is, and where west is.
Can I put this to the test, Carol?
Of course you can.
Can I try and find my way home?
You don't doubt this, do you?
Right.
All right.
We are
In...
Glasgow.
OK, where do you want to go?
I want to go to Wales.
Welsh Wales.
Yeah, yeah.
OK, so which direction do you want to travel in?
Well, that's south.
You want to go south?
Yeah.
All right, then.
So, Fred, give us your watch, because mine's a digital one.
Okay.
Yep.
OK.
Look after it, would you?
Now, imagine that we're outside.
Yeah.
OK, you would point the hour hand, the little hand, towards the sun.
The little hand, OK. Point the little hand
Fred's
towards
our
the sun.
son.
I'm
That
here.
way. Yeah,
All right.
there. Right.
Now draw a line in your head between the centre of the watch
Yeah.
going through the number 12.
There, yeah.
And next, the clever bit, draw a midway line.
Yeah.
Which goes...
From the centre, between the 5 and the 12,
Yeah.
going that, between the 2 and the 3, which
Absolutely.
is that direction,
That way is south, so that way is...
the way home.
Absolutely. And that is how your watch can point you in the right direction.
See you, Toppy.
I can't go yet, Fred.
Why?
We've got another how to do.
Oh, good.
How do you ride the unicycle? Jackie Sysom from Circus Space is a unicyclist extraordinaire. Jackie, welcome back to How To. How long did it take you to learn how to ride the unicycle?
It took me a few weeks.
Can anybody do it?
Yes, of course.
Can I do it? Where do I start?
can.
What's the secret?
OK, the secret is to keep your weight up above the wheel.
Up above the wheel. You've
And
got
you're
some...
going to start
Yeah.
on the pedal go here. It's
Right.
got 4 wheels, and it's just to teach you how to balance.
How to balance, right, so I can't really fall off
So you
this.
can use your arms.
Right, oh, that's it. So that's...
on top.
Yay, I can do that, all right.
Brilliant.
Yeah, what next, Jackie?
Well, you've mastered that, so now you're onto 2 wheels, onto the fun wheel.
Yeah.
And on a unicycle, you have to keep pedalling the whole time.
Right.
So try
if I
on
stop
this.
pedalling, I'll fall off
If you
this.
stop pedalling, you'll fall off.
Right, I think I'll fall off even if I am pedalling. Andy's
go,
off!
go,
Whoa,
go.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes! I've broken it. Now what, the unicycle?
OK, now you're onto the unicycle. And this
Your
time you've got a
unicycle,
saddle
sir?
to sit on, so it should be much easier.
Oh, yeah? Right, Fred, you just stand there. How do I get on?
Right, so what you're going to do is you're
can't
going
do
to
it
have
without
one
you,
pedal
Fred.
down,
One pedal down.
put your foot on it and sit on the saddle.
Sit on the saddle, yeah.
OK, and then take your weight over the wheel and put your foot on the other pedal and pull it back.
Here we go. All ready? Yeah, yeah. Go for
Just
it.
like that.
I'm there, Fred. Okay. I'm there, Fred. Now all I got to do is pedal. Come with me, Fred. Come with me.
I'm coming.
Come with me.
Go on, go.
Right, let go, Fred.
Go,
Okay.
Go, go.
Yes! Jackie, thank you very much for
Thank
showing me
you.
how. Now show us how. And you two, in the meantime, come
Yes.
and join me over here.
What for?
Yeah.
Well, you were mocking there and hardly encouraging. Now, I
Yes.
haven't even seen you on the fun wheel, so crash that on, people.
So-
Are you ready?
Ready?
Get set.
Set.
Yeah.
And how? Go! Come on, Fred.
Hey, 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 I'm winning.
You're cheating, you're pushing.
I'm winning.
How can you be winning? Hold him back, Carol. Hold him back. Anything. Oh. Cheat! Cheat! Go on, Carol. You've got to keep your weight over the wheel. You
I've
can
got
go.
him.
We're nearly there.
That's it.
That's the winner. I
Hey!
don't believe it.
What about
Hopeless. That's how you ride the unicycle, sort of, and that's how for now. Fred's middle name is Cheese.
I know.